Hello all, we are here for one more lesson of this VariCAD training course, and in this lesson we are going to see the commands related with text. So regarding text, we have a couple of interesting options to talk about. And because text in fact is a kind of drawing entity, so we can find the commands related with this in the objects menu and then on the draw submenu, and you have this entry text with three different possibilities. So the first one, it is to create a single horizontal text line. Very easy. Just click one point to select the origin of the text line, and then basically you write what you want. So for example, VariCAD lesson, whatever you want. And you can note also, this is something that if you were with attention in one of the previous lessons, at least, but on the dimensioning, we talk about these special characters. So it is possible to insert these kind of characters in any place of the text. So I can put, for example, a diameter sign or something like that, okay, 3/4, whatever. It's something that you have available on the dimensions, but you have available also on the commands related with text. So you insert one line of text, we can make the enter, and then I'm available to insert a second line and enter again. So this command in fact will draw one line at a time. So when you are happy, you just do the escape in your keyboard and the command finishes. Very easy. The second possibility, it is about the note, multiple text lines. It's a little different because this is a mini word processor. The effect is the same because instead of writing line by line in this dialog box, you can write whatever you want, and then lesson number take this out, 19, license, whatever I want. Okay, I can make also the insertion of these special characters and define the text angle, text attributes. Okay, I have some possibilities inside this, but when I do the OK, then I have all the text. I will put it here and I can insert it multiple times. Okay, so the big difference is this second option has a mini word processor. The first option is inserting line by line. There is one third possibility, and it is the possibility to insert a text file in TXT format. So let us try. So I can use this README text file. So open it, and then is asking to click the first point of the first line. So I can enter down, the directions down or up, and I can enter line by line, and I can define the text attributes whatever I want. Okay, but basically insert line, this is what the line has. So insert line, and now you see line 2 of 39, insert line, this is a blank space. 3 has this sentence, 4, okay, until I want, and then I can end when I want. Okay, so you see line by line, very easy. This is about creating text, but we can make some edition also. And in this edit menu, we have dimensions and text, and we have a couple of possibilities. The first one is edit text, and the edit text will open according to the creation method, will open a different command. So if I edit this text that was created with a single line, it will open this. But if I create the text with the multiple text line, will open the same dialog box. Okay, and I can change. Okay, I can erase, I can insert other things, I can change the text attributes, whatever I want, and do the OK. Very easy. The second command is the addition of the style. Okay, and I can change the attributes before. For example, 8, I will put 5. I can give it an angle. Okay, for example, 10 degrees. I can change the font, and now just select the text, do the OK, and it will change according to what I've mentioned on the attributes. Then you have the align text, and the align text I can realign on the left or center or right align. For example, center point for alignment, for example here, and I want to center this through here. I have another command which is move it vertically, and for example I want to change this one, and I want to change it according to this line of text. Okay, one line only, and okay, it is aligned. For example, I can change the text width. Let me use this one, this text here, and the reference is one point to this point, and new wide will be this to this. Okay, and see, it's completely different, the final result. And finally, I have the possibility to explode the font into segments. For example, if I say this, you see now, instead of having only one entity, which was the line of text, now I have character by character, and even inside one character like the E, I have this entity and this entity, which I can manipulate individually. So these are the options to create and to edit the text you have. But you still have one more possibility about the definition of the text style. So in the tools menu, you have this entry here, text style settings, and here you can configure certain attributes like the text height, the text angle, the wide relative to the height, and the line spacing relative to the height. These are quite easy to understand what each one of these things do. Then you have the insertion point. You can define among these 9 possibilities, and you have the font. And the fonts, okay, this is we have some kind of preview, okay, and we can choose some fonts, normal ones that you know from Windows based fonts, so quite easy. So you can see some specifics of VariCAD, but the basic ones, you have them here, Arial, okay, whatever. So regarding text, these are the notions, are quite easy to follow. I'd like to talk to you about one last topic, which are the mathematical expressions, and you can use them to solve some mathematical basic things, but they are interesting to know that you have them available here. So we can call the calculator by writing cal in this command box. So cal, enter, and you have the calculator. This calculator appears in other situations also, but you can call it here. And you have some mathematical expressions that you can use with the brackets. So, for example, square root of 5 multiplied by 6 and plus the sin of 30 degrees and close brackets, do the OK, and you have the result. So you can use these kinds of expressions knowing that, for example, the angles are always in degrees and you have to use the brackets. But we have a little deeper explanation in our theoretical course, so if you want to go a little deeper about this, see some examples we have there, or send us an email and we have all the explanations to give you. Even that this is not a difficult concept to understand. So with this topic we end this lesson about text. I hope it was clear, and please check our next lesson for this 2016 training course of VariCAD.